Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Mrs Perez. Welcome to tonight's Thursday night conversation. Hello. So say hello as you're popping on. I'm just going to wait for the official notification from YouTube, and then we'll go ahead and get started. And there we go. Hello. Say hello in the live chat. Would love to know who is out there. Tonight, we're going to talk about who else wants to make $10,000 a month with digital marketing and digital products. Super excited. Like I always say, I've been waiting to go live all week long. I have to rein myself back in and keep myself to my own schedule. But tonight, I'm really excited. We're going to talk about how to build a business at $10,000 a month with digital marketing and digital products. And the really fun thing about the approach and the plan that I teach is that it's not about getting to $10,000, like just having a really big month and then not knowing how to duplicate or replicate that. It's literally about getting to $10,000 a month in a very solid foundational way, so that literally it is simply a milestone. It is just like one brick on your journey, right? And then from there, you have the foundation to continue to grow every single month, no matter how little or how big you want to grow. Like we know, like that is the foundation. It's exactly what I'm experiencing in my own business, which is why I can really speak to it in a big way. I shared this today in a little mentorship lesson that I did in my community. And I talked about how like making this kind of money is not new to me. I've been online for 16 years and I've made some really great money, but my business overall over 16 years, it looked like a constant up and down, right? Where the times that I was really solid in an opportunity, right, my income would continue to go up and I had great stability with my income. But then as soon as the plug was pulled and that opportunity went away for one reason or another, I was out there looking for something else. And I've had bouts in my business where I'll earn, close to $20,000 in 1 month. And then the next month, like I don't even know how to find a customer or find a client, right? And that's just no way to build a business. And so my excitement that you hear from me now is not new money excitement. And I say that because I'm not new to the industry. And I only say that because I think it's really important for you to know, like you're dealing with the real one here. You're dealing with someone with a lot of experience. And I know that side of things. I know that if you do business wrong or you don't lay the right foundations, like anyone can go out there and have a really big month, right? Or a really big few months, right? Anyone can launch big. Anyone can do events and get big numbers. Anyone can go drum up a bunch of referrals. But having a real system, right, where it's like you look up and the sales are just flowing in and you don't even know the people that are purchasing from you, but because you have such a well-oiled machine or a system working for you, right, it's like business can be transacted in a way where it's duplicatable, it's replicable, that, when you hit the first of next month that you're not sitting there wondering if you're going to have another good month. It's just like, oh, okay, well, we're just going to keep the momentum going. And that's exactly what I want to talk to more people about. And I think I always share my information in a way where people know, like, that's what I want people to understand, that we're learning digital marketing, right? I just so happen to sell digital products. I pretty much cater to people that want to sell digital products, right? But we have to learn the digital marketing skills in order to experience what I'm experiencing in my business right now. And so that's always like the first thing that we focus on, because when you learn these digital marketing skills, you literally set yourself up to write your own check like forever. It's a really fun thing. And that's what I'm experiencing in my business right now. So oftentimes when you hear me talking about, my 5-figure months, for the most part, like 98% of that, 99% of that is coming from me actually selling one digital product, which happens to be the digital marketing course with master resale rights that I sell. And another very small part of my income is my digital store. But that's an instance where I recently added that onto my business. And I'm not marketing that in the same fashion that I market the digital marketing course. So like what I do on YouTube, right, has a different vision and a different mission, right, than my digital product store. And so because I've learned digital marketing and I understand how to set up systems, right, and I have a really dope digital marketing course, right, I was able to learn Pinterest, and I was also able to get a deeper understanding around search engine optimization. So my store right now, right, it's like I said, about maybe, this is a very small percentage, right, of my overall income. Like in March, like all of my income minus just a couple of $100 was actually from me selling the course. But what I'm looking for is that to actually build up my store, right, for that to be an entire 6-figure operational by itself. And that will be ran, right, I'll get all of my traffic, all my marketing will be done through search engine optimization and also Pinterest. So do you see what I mean when I say, like, when you learn these amazing digital marketing skills, you set yourself up to write your own check? That's what it's allowing me to do for myself, is to have, you know, a very expansive business because of digital marketing, right? Back in the day when I was slanging biz ops, right, I didn't have this kind of business. I couldn't even fathom this kind of business because the biz op world is really just all about like doing everything to promote that biz op. And no one is truly developing strong digital marketing skills because the emphasis is just like doing whatever you can do to recruit people. The biz op world is almost just like MLM and network marketing. It is a networking event. It's a networking opportunity where with what we're doing with digital marketing and digital products is that we are actually setting our businesses up to be able to run 24/7, 365, right, with or without us, and to help us get amazing results inside of our business so that we don't have to trade time for money. And again, I shared this in my little mentorship lesson today is, you know, we're in second quarter now, and from February to January, my business grew 86.1%. From February to March, my business grew another 35.77%. And you know what's funny about that is I'm making way more money than I was making when I first did my pivot, but I was working more then than I'm working now. Why? Because I really honed in on the digital marketing skills that would allow me to have a more passive way of earning, right? Without me having to be basically, back in the day, I was like on YouTube every day going live, right? Like I was so busy on YouTube, where now, right, I have a more strategic plan that I get to follow versus a chaotic chasing strategy and chasing plan. Like, let me know if you can jive with that. And so that's what I'm showing up to help more people realize that you can actually do for yourself. I'm not one of those people. I'm not doing 3 reels a day. I'm not on Instagram. I am not on TikTok. Like, YouTube is my jam. And essentially my business plan looks like this, right? I upload a video once a week. I go live twice a week. From that content and all the content that I've done prior to that, all of that content allows me to connect with people every single day that are discovering me oftentimes for the very, very first time. And from that content, some people decide to get more information. They join my email list. So I actually build my email list from my videos. And then a percentage of those people go on to actually buy from me. And so, and I'm sharing this with you because I want to inspire you. And oftentimes it's not just the information. It's not just the steps that are going to inspire you, right? What's going to inspire you is to know that what I'm experiencing in my business, that you can experience for yourself as well, if you will follow what I'm going to actually break down to you throughout this live stream. But it's literally the 4th of April. All right. And my sales tracker is back there, so I'm not going to pull it up. Right. But I've been averaging $1,000 a day every single day for this month. I told my husband the only thing I'm available for, right, is $30,000 a month. That is what I'm on track for. That's what happens, right, when you build a strong foundation and you begin to rely upon momentum and not gimmicks and not schemes. This is what you can come to look forward to when you decide to lay a strong foundation and you focus on the right things and you're not hopping all around chasing shiny objects, right? But when you just decide upon a plan and you decide to work the plan, and through the digital marketing course that I sell with Master Resale Rights, coupled with my mentorship, this is where we really focus, is a plan, regardless what you want to sell, but a plan, right, that will help you build a strong foundation and help you build momentum, right? Like, let me know if that sounds good, right? So stinking excited. All right. Hello, Hillary. Hello, Veronica. Hello, my girl, Megan. Hello, Sabiera. I know your name, right? Welcome to the community. Hey, Steph, would you recommend growing on more than one platform at a time? No. Plug into my mentorship and you'll understand why. No, I do not. All right. It's hard enough being on one platform and nailing it so that you actually grow an audience, right? And that you're creating the right kind of content to help you gain momentum, all right? More than one platform is not wise unless like you have a team or unless like you are a social media pro and I don't know about it, all right? So no, I would not recommend that whatsoever. All right. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Ian. Ian's a new name. I don't know you, but welcome. So glad to have you guys here. Hello, Dakari. Welcome. All right, you guys. So like I always say, all right, down below in the description in the video, I always post this. The opportunity to make money online has never been more accessible. That word right there, you guys, you really need to understand it. All right. The opportunity, wait a second, Mr. and Mrs. Perez. Hey, Steph, Mr. and Mrs. Perez. Do I know you? I don't know. The opportunity to make money online has never been more accessible for anyone who truly desires it. If you've been searching for a way to start an online business, money-making journey and earn your first $5,000 to $10,000 online, right? You're in the right place, right? Understand that because that's what we're here for. All right, you guys, I get so excited because the more and more people that purchase the course and I'm able to work with them, I have to admire how many people are like, Steph, over the next 90 days, because that's one of the questions I ask everyone. It's like, what do you want out of your business over your next 90 days, over these first 90 days? And so many people are either, I want to earn $10,000 or I want to get to $10,000 a month. And I love that because that means through my content and what I've made possible in my own business, that I'm inspiring people to possibly think bigger than maybe they would have thought, right? And like if they didn't know this was possible. To me, that's why it's so important to let people know what's happening in my business, especially if you don't feel like whoever you are is represented out there. And that was me when I got started. Is I had a vision for my business in 2009, but because I didn't see anyone else out there that looked like me, I didn't think it was possible. And so I backed down from that vision and I started to play very small, right? And I played small for a lot of years just because I felt like, who am I to be the first person to step out there and do this thing that's on my heart when there's not even like proof of concept? And so it's so important that each and every one of you guys understand that no matter what your background is, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter where you are in life right now, right, that now is a fine time to get started, because it doesn't matter how long you've been on the struggle bus. It doesn't matter how long you've been searching. It doesn't matter how many free videos you've tried to watch to get a knack of all of this. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the game, right? Maybe you've been making a little bit of money, but you haven't had a real breakthrough, or you're not experiencing what I'm sharing with you right now, like a true business that's growing, right, every single month, right? This is your opportunity to decide to get it right. And that's what I've been telling more and more people, is that for me, it's like, it's great to say that I've been in this space for 16 years, right? I've made a lot of money. I've had a lot of success. I've made some mistakes. I've had, bad bouts of success as well. But the thing is, it's not about how long I've been doing this. It's literally about how long I've been doing it right. And that's why I go so hard to share this course with other people, because it's not just a course about selling a course. It literally is a course to help you really gain these skills so you can set yourself up for real online business success. Like, that is what this is about, is setting yourself up for real online business success and not just making money. Big difference. All right. So tonight, what we're going to talk about first off is we're going to talk about the first steps you got to take. And then we're going to talk about how do you actually make money with all of this information. All right. And then I'm going to talk about how you can actually get started. Along the way, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to drop them in the live chat. And I'll make time at the end to answer your questions. Like if you know that I'm onto something and you're like, I want to learn how to get my share stuff, the link down below in my description, goprowithsteph.com. All you got to do is click on it. It will take you directly over to my website where you can learn all about this digital marketing course, what you're going to learn. You can learn all about the Master Resale Rights license that gives you a license to sell this course as your own, just like I'm selling it down below. For anyone that's new here, I did not create this course. I never had to spend any time creating this course. The only thing I created was the YouTube training within the course because I wanted to contribute my experience to the course. But I'm making a lot of money. Never having to have created this course myself, a lot of money. It's really, really fun. Today, I told my husband, right, I said, another $1,000 day. I said, this is going to be a $30,000 month. And I said something like, what are you going to do? Or something like that. And he's like, I'm going to spend your money. So I'm just saying it gets to be really, really fun when you really get a handle on this. And that's what I want to help more people realize is like what we really have our hands on. All right. What we really, really have our hands on. How long did it take to make a good foundation? That's really hard to question. I've had a decent, like I said, so I got started in 2007. All right. I made 28 sales in my first 30 days. Pretty good foundation, right? As a brand new person who knew nothing. I eventually was able to walk away from my job. I wasn't able to walk away from my job. In all fairness, I walked away from my job. Wasn't the smartest move. Eventually, I was able to replace that income. And then I was able to make six figures. So prior to now, I've earned six figures a year. Like I've earned six figures a year. So it's not that I didn't have a strong foundation. I was just always set up to like chase money. It was like when the first of the month hit, I was excited about I was like, okay, that was a good month last month, but I had no clue what to expect the month prior. The foundation that I have right now, completely different because everything is built upon momentum. Everything is built upon me doing the right things where my business is not about, that was a good month. What's going to happen the next month? Like I said, today's the 4th and I've already made $5,000, right? Like I'm over $1,000 a day. It's only the 4th. Who would love to say it's the 4th of the month, I've already earned $5,000, right? And that's what we're looking for, right? I'm not sitting here waiting. I'm not down to the wire wondering, am I going to be able to pay my bills? Building this right here that I'm sharing with you guys, like my bills are paid, right? Months ahead of time. Like I'm not even worried about months ahead of me. It really is now about building a business, right? And like seeing how high we can take this by simply doing things correctly. And what I love about this, someone make a note of this, what I love about putting your life vest on first. So that's what I focused on. This course was like, for whatever reason, coupled with a lot of wake-up calls around me, my mom telling me to get a real job, a conversation I had with my husband over, about this is where you should be in life, over, whether it's choices and effort. So a series of things happened, and I was like, it's time for me to put my own life vest on. And I decided to not just say, oh, I have 16 years of experience. I know my stuff. I'm just going to get out there and do the same thing I've been doing for 16 years, instead sell the course. No, I actually decided to dive into the course and I refined my digital marketing skills. I got serious about my systems. I got serious about my processes. Again, for anyone in the community, go to the Mentor Hub, right? Go under Mentor Drops. I uploaded a bomb training today where I walk you through my first quarter discoveries and I break all of this down. All right. It's really, really eye-opening. And you'll understand, like, most people don't do what it is that I did, right? Which is why most people are constantly like chasing money versus like, building a foundation. The reason why it's so important for you to put your life vest on first to build up this kind of momentum, because you truly, truly can't enjoy motivating people, inspiring people, helping people when like your needs aren't met first. You can't. And so with what I do now, my office hours, again, that training was like almost an hour training today that I recorded. I do those things out of my overflow, out of my abundance. I get to give in that way because I'm like, I really want to help people understand what I know about having this kind of success. So for anyone that's out there, right, you buy the course, you're not left by yourself. The course is your foundation. That's how you're going to learn these digital marketing skills. That's how you're going to learn the business of online business. My mentorship is an accelerant, right? I'm going to help you with the finer parts and points of your business, and you have a space to learn directly from my business journey, my business experience, right? Like literally, it's like I'm your big sibling on this journey. I'm teaching you, right, from what's really working for me. So when you put your own life vest on first and you know that your needs are taken care of, you can give, you can help, you can mentor, you can set up environments and set up containers to serve other people because you know they're taking nothing away from you. Like, let me know if that makes sense, right? That's why for me, putting my life vest on was so important, is because the journey where my husband and I are right now in our life, I've said this many times, right? I gave my goals meaning. Unlike a lot of people that are like, oh, I want to earn $10,000 a month, and they might not have any meaning behind what that means. I gave my financial numbers this time meaning. And can I tell, it's just funny to me because even as I did that mentorship lesson today, I was just reminded how like everything that I'm experienced, I called months ago. Like I said, I wanted these things months ago. So one of the areas where I gave my goals meaning is I said I wanted to have my bills paid months ahead of time. Like I wanted literally. And it's like from the first of the year, I keep coming to my husband. I'm like, okay, we're in January, February, March is paid, right? We enter February. I'm like, March and April's taken care of. We enter March and I'm like, April, May, right? And before March even ends, I'm like, oh, guess what? June is paid plus a few $1,000s over. You guys, that's a whole blessing. Right? And here's the thing. We're no longer in this space when it comes to making money online where it's about the laptop lifestyle. It's not about going to Fiji. It's not about the fake jets. It's not about, me flaunting around in a bikini talking about how good I have it. It literally, you guys, this is about life or death for a lot of people. Can I be real? Someone say like, amen. This literally for a lot of people, it is about life or death. It is about either I'm going to get my stuff together and I'm going to learn these digital marketing skills, or I've got to figure out how I'm going to go out there in the real world, right? And do something else, or go back to a career that I don't want to go back to, or whatever. So for a lot of people, like this is like Steph, throw me a lifeline. That's why, even though I know I can seem very extra, but that I understand what's at stake. I understand what can be gained. I understand how fast things can happen. I understand how you can transform your life, actually, I don't want to say your life, right? That's up to you. But I know with what I'm sharing, you can transform your bank account, right? Like my husband was like, so how much money is just sitting there? And I told him the number, and it's like crazy because it's like every day I look at my bank account and I'm like, that's just pretty. Like that is just pretty. Like this is what I've been wanting to experience for so many years. And you guys, I promise I'm going to get to the steps, but I feel like all of this is so important. Do you know over the past couple of days, I've been watching different people. Some like one lady was actually my mentor at one point. And y'all, these coaches out there are struggling. These coaches, a lot of people that you think have been like writing big and making a lot of money, they are struggling out there. A lot of them are starting to come down off of their high horses, right? They're coming down off of the facade and they're admitting this stuff is hard. And I've left so many comments on people's posts and stuff. I'm like, that's why I got out of coaching. That's why, again, my business is all digital. I sell something, right? I'm not trading my time for money in that way. You guys, there are so many people out there where the facade is wearing off, and it's not this ease and flow and this feminine energy is making me rich, and this, this priestess and all this stuff you've been hearing over the years. People are coming down off of these facades, or they're disappearing. They're disappearing. You no longer see their ads, right? You no longer see their content. You stop getting their emails and you realize like that trend has been deadened, right? Because literally it's like it only, like that was a pyramid scheme. That kind of business model only worked for those that like started that business model and became influencers, inspiring other people, right, to build these feminine energy businesses and all these things, right? At some point, anything that's not on a strong foundation comes crashing down. Do you hear me? That is why I do what I do. That's why I'm loud about what it is that I do. That's why I'm big about what I do, why I do what I do. Because again, I am not new to this. I am true to this. I know what goes on, right? And when I spot these things, but you know what my heart says? I'm so glad they figured it out too. It's not like, haha, I'm like, I'm so glad they figured it out too. Because you guys, when it's all said and done, each and every one of us, write this down. My son said it to me the first time, and then I started seeing reels and memes and stuff about this. Every single one of us are living life for the first time. We're all trying to figure out and navigate this thing called life. I don't care how old you are. I'm experiencing 50 for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things. We're all trying to figure it out. So for me, when I see people figure it out and they drop the facades and they start telling the truth about what it takes to succeed, I'm like, I'm so glad that they got it. Because each and every one of us, we're trying to navigate, we're trying to do our best. And oftentimes we're making so many mistakes as we go, right? We're making so many mistakes just trying to figure it out. And for a handful of us, we'll get access to really great information. We'll get access to really great people, and we'll be given the opportunity to figure it out. And that's one reason why I'm just unavailable to squander the opportunity that's been given to me. And that's what I feel like the roadmap has been for me. Is I wanted to make a pivot. I knew that I wanted to market a digital product that I believed in and that I could sell all day long directly from my video content. When the roadmap found its way in my lap, I really could not believe, right? That again, like it found me. I could not believe it. But that's why it's so important to gain clarity over what it is that you want. Because then you can recognize people, resources, and opportunities to help you with where you want to go. When you have no clarity and you're like, I just want to make money, anything sounds good. Because anything out there can help you make money. That's when you fall for everything. So I go so hard with what it is that I do because again, like this is an opportunity to help people in such a big way. And if you're one of those people where you're like, yeah, like I feel like this is my opportunity given to me to figure this out, to finally do this thing, and you're ready to get decisive, right? I'm telling you, in a very short span of time, if you desire, right, you can completely change, right, like what your bank account looks like. And I don't know what that will do for you, but what I know is it opens up opportunities, it opens up possibilities. Right? It might be keeping you in a home, or it might be keeping your lights on, or it might be allowing you to walk away from a job that's just been so toxic and bad for your health for whatever reason. I'm just telling you, like, we know money is not everything, but it's like, I think Zig Ziglar said it, but it ranks right up there with oxygen. Like we need it to survive. So when you keep it all and put it all in perspective, we're not making money an idol. But we're just setting ourselves up to get a heck of a lot more of it, right? So that we can do more good, impactful things in our lives, whatever that might look like for each of us as an individual. Woo! All right, guys. Do you want to know what's so funny? Is oftentimes when I'm going into my live streams, I'm like, how am I going to start? I'm like, I have all my information, my talking points, but how am I going to like warm up? It always finds itself. So I really hope that can help someone, right? As we go into what we're going to talk about tonight, what we're going to share tonight, right? So one question, Who else wants to make $10,000 a month with digital marketing and digital products? Who else? Who else? We're in the age of keeping it real. I see you, Megan. Mic drop. Kimberly Whitney says, I found you. Yay! All right, Mr. and Mrs. Perez, like I'm really, am I getting like punked here, or are you legit Mr. and Mrs. Perez? Oh, I do, if I can afford the training. So I'm always up front. It's $500 one time. We accept Afterpay, Klarna, right? So you can spread out your payments, $500 one time. And it's not about if you can afford it. Okay. It's not about your resources. It's about your resourcefulness. Okay. It's not about your, someone write this down and never, ever, ever forget it. It's not about your resources. It's about your resourcefulness. Have any of you guys ever had a flat tire and you're like, literally at this stage right now, right here, like I just filled up my tank. I literally have no money and I've got to fix this flat tire so I can continue to get to work. Like how many times did you, like legitly, when you looked at your bank account, you're like no availability of funds. But because you had to get resourceful, you found the money. See, what happens is when it comes to things like training, and this is not to knock, who shared this, but literally more people need to hear this. Whenever it comes to like, you're hearing what I'm saying and you're like, yes, I know I need change. And I know this training could be the thing, right? Like it helps Steph build a 5-figure a month business. It can help me too. You hear it and you're like, but I don't have the money. It's not about what's readily available. It's about your resourcefulness and ranking this as high as I got a flat tire and I need to fix it. Or anything where you're like, I got to. See, for me, this was a gotta. And I think for me, over the years in my business, oftentimes the decisions that I make, they haven't always been because I had the money, right? There were times where I went with my head bowed to my husband and I'm like, I need something. And you know what I would do? I would explain to him like why I needed it, what it was going to do for my business, what was at stake if I didn't position myself or if I didn't, do it. And more often than not, guess what? He helped me find a way to get it one way or another. All right. Not condoning things like payday loans, but guess what? At one phase, he was like, yeah, we'll just go get a payday loan because you'll have it paid back by, 2 weeks. And guess what? Show you're right. I did. Right? Or he's helped me again, because it's not about what you may have at hand. It's about your resourcefulness. How bad we want out of our situations, how bad we want to improve our situations, right? That's what is it about. That's what it's about. All right. So you guys, number one, we have to get the training. All right. We have to get the training. We are the legit Mr. and Mrs. Perez for the past 24 years. Okay, I'm going nuts because that's not for the past 24 years. Okay, I don't know. All right. So email me do I know you or are you just another Perez out there? All right. So the training, you guys, first off, you have to decide to get the training, right? Months like $10,000 months, can I be honest with you? Consistent $3,000 months, consistent $5,000 months. None of those things happen by just winging it or throwing crap against the wall. Everything happens because you do build systems and you work processes, and all of that comes because you have the knowledge of digital marketing. You've acquired digital marketing skills. All right. So when we're talking about getting the training, all right, I'm going to make the assumption that you're like, Steph, you're good people. I trust you. I want the training that you use, the life vest that you held on to. That's what I want as well. Right? When you invest into this training, which is digital marketing training, number one, you're going to learn things like how to establish your vision and how to establish a plan for your business. So many people are so scatterbrained when it comes to their vision and a plan for their business because most people are like, I just want to make money. Like, I just want to fire my boss. Like, but there's no plan. There's no vision. I love the fact that one of the first things that we do in the course, right, is that you get solid and you at least learn how to begin thinking about what you want and why you want it so that you can get out of this course exactly what you want to get out of it and build the business that you want to build for yourself. All right, so you're going to learn how to establish your vision, how to work a plan. All right, you're going to learn how to establish your niche. So many people ask me this, right? Do I have to have a niche? How do I think about a niche? Guess what? You're going to learn it all in the training. That part right there, establishing my niche, was the number one thing that helped me get the transformation in my business. I got solid on that first, and that allowed me to refine my YouTube strategy, right? Because I refined my YouTube strategy, everything else in my business, right, followed suit, right? It, like, literally. Again, if you're in my community, go watch the training I did today. You'll get the full breakdown, right? So you really have to establish your niche. Like, who are you building your business for? What's the niche that you want to serve? What's the ideal buyer in that niche that you want to help? All right. You're also going to learn about product selection and product creation. So once you establish your niche, you're also going to learn about how to pick the right product to sell them that's going to solve a problem for them. The way that I like to think about product selection is, what would your ideal person buy today? Meaning they know they have a problem, they came across your information, and they're like, this is going to solve my problem, I'm going to buy it today. That's what you sell. If you're wanting to build a strong foundation and you want to start cash flowing fast, all right, you want to choose a product that your ideal person is like, yes, I've got to get this today because this is exactly what I've been looking for. And believe it or not, that's why my business has taken off the way it's taken off, because I've built my entire YouTube channel to cater to people that are looking how to start making money online through digital marketing and through digital products. So when they come across my content, more often than not, they're like, this is exactly what I need, right? They like my energy, they like my vibe, they like my approach and my direction, and they buy from me. Some immediately, some just within days, some within a week or two. That's fast. Now, those are fast conversions. That's what you want, right? You don't want something that is simply a luxury, unless that's the kind of business you want to build. But you really want to think, even if it's a luxury, right? You want to be able to choose a product where when your ideal person comes across, they're like, this is what I've been looking for. And again, through the training, you're going to learn how to position your content in such a way so you do call in people that feel that way about what it is that you have to sell. All right. So again, that is all in the training, you guys. That is what you're going to learn. That's why the investment is more than worth it, because the questions that so many people have about building a business, it's in here. It's not in the free videos that are out there, right? I can only cover so much in my content, but for those that are ready to dive deep, for those that are ready to get to $10,000 months, right? You've got to get this information, right? You've got to learn, you've got to apply what you learn directly to your business. You got to set up a plan, and you got to work the plan. All right. You're going to learn all of how to do that within the training. All right. You're also going to learn all about automation tools and how to set up your systems. You guys, this has been a nemesis for so many people. It's held so many people back over the years. And what I love about our training is it never has to hold you back again. You're going to learn all about what automation is, what tools are, how we put our business on autopilot. And you're also going to learn how to actually build out your systems as well. When you're done, you're going to have a complete business set up. You're going to have a capture page. You're going to have a sales page. You're going to have an order form. You're going to have payment processors that are going to allow you to accept debit and credit card, PayPal, Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm. You're going to have deliverability systems. You're going to have an email marketing system, right? You might even have, a storefront set up. You're going to have you're going to have the availability to learn about all those things and to set all of those things up inside of your business, right? Over the past 30 days, that's what I helped my girl Megan do. That's what I helped my girl Veronica do, right? Set up their entire systems. And they're set up now to be able to sell this digital marketing course, right? As well as a handful of digital products as well. They have an entire business. And guess what? They were guided through it all, not by me, but step by step through the actual training. Y'all, that's huge. And when I think about my girl Megan, right, she's someone that I've known for many, many years, since 2018, right? And she's purchased other things from me over the years, but she just never committed. She never decided, right, for one reason or another, right? But she never left my space for the most part. She decided to purchase this course, right? And I'm so stinking proud of her because she decided and she's been seeing it through. And she literally has an entire business set up right? Where she can sell the course, right? And she can sell digital products and she can give away a lead magnet, build her email list. She's putting it all together. You guys, that's huge. That's what this course enables you to do. All right. So someone in the live chat tell Megan, well done, girl. Well done. I love celebrating things like that because trust me, like I know with all of these years, I've had people that are like, I've been around for 5 years and I still don't know how to put together a lead magnet or how to put together a capture page. I love the fact that our course, it remedies all of that. It helps you be able to tackle the tech and get your tech set up in a very, very simplified way. We even give you the marketing system for free. You don't have to pay a dime for the marketing system to kick your business off. Y'all, that's everything, right? What we do have such low overhead. Like you literally, after the $500, if you need a domain name, that might be $12 for the entire year, but you don't even have to pay for your marketing system to start making your first several thousands of dollars. You don't have to pay for your marketing system until you want to upgrade your system to give you more features and that kind of thing. Like, I'm not even lying, you guys. It's beautiful. You can literally begin to make thousands of dollars a month with virtually no overhead, right? Just like a 3% merchant fee every single time you make a sale. Whoop-de-friggin' do. Right? Amazing. All right, you're going to learn all about payment processors and payment plans. All right, so for me, I was always solid on payment processing, but I didn't know that setting up Afterpay and Klarna could be so stinking simple. That education, that insight alone was worth my investment into the course. Because not only did I set that up to sell this digital marketing course, but I set it up once I had that understanding of how to do it. I've been able to slap those payment plan options on every single thing that I sell inside of my business. So when I offer mentorship or when I offer, services for people, guess what? I can give them the option of spreading out their payments. Somebody write down conversion strategy. That's what these payment plans are. They help more people be able to get started with you sooner versus later by allowing them to spread out their payments. You guys, that's what all the major companies are doing. Okay, whether it be Fashion Nova, whether it be Ulta, whatever, almost every vendor out there gives you an option, right, to be able to spread out your payments so that you can get what you want. And so that, guess what, the vendor, they don't have to assume the risk. I don't have to worry about someone defaulting. It's out of my hands. I get all of my money up front. And Afterpay and Klarna, they deal with the actual customer when it comes to the collection of money. Y'all, someone say huge. Like, so you are not just learning how to slang some biz up, you're learning how to set yourself up for online business success. That is what this is about, right? You guys, this is big business. Okay, this is big business. All right, you're gonna learn all about fulfillment. All right, so you're gonna learn how, when someone buys from you, you don't have to sit here scurrying behind the scenes, figuring out how you're going to get the product to them. It's all automated, right? So when someone purchases the course from me in this example, they automatically get access to it on the thank you page. And then an email automatically fires off to them, making sure they have access to everything that they need. If someone buys from me 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm asleep to the world, guess what? They don't have to wait until I wake up to get access to the course. They can begin diving in immediately. When someone purchases anything from my business, they purchase a digital product from my store, they get instant access to it, right? Believe it or not, you guys, while it's the year 2024, there were so many people, right, that don't have their businesses set up because they think all of this stuff is hard, complicated, and costly. It is not. That is why, like, this training is worth like every dime and more. In my opinion, we charge $500 for this course. It's not even a course. It's an entire learning environment with 28 mini courses. They call them modules. They are not modules. They are mini courses. And in my opinion, the majority of them can stand all by themselves and be probably sold for at least $199 to $300 a piece. If we just set $100 per mini course, We're talking $2,800 to learn everything that's in this learning program. $500. You're learning how to set up and run a 6-figure a year business for yourself. You don't have to invest outside of this course to earn your first 6 figures. You can use everything that's in here to help you earn 6 figures. Please write that down. I need you to know that. Okay, that's so important because I know there's a lot of gotchas out there where it's like, oh, we'll teach you this, but if you want to learn this, you got to go out there and know, right? I'm going to dive deeper. You're going to understand, all right? You're going to learn all about email marketing. All right, you're going to learn how to set up email marketing. You're going to learn how to build your list. You're going to learn how to have automated emails sent out to your list. Right? You're going to learn how to make money because you have an email list. You're going to learn how to sell through email. I make a great deal of money because people open my emails, click on a link, and go and buy. All right, there are too many people that are out there, right, doing all of this social media stuff and they're not building a list. Or if they are building a list, they're not emailing their list. They're not activating email marketing. I'm telling you, you leave so much money on the table, right, when you don't work this strategy. The very first year that I hit 6 figures, I made $108,000 that year. 86% of that came from people that bought after joining my email list. Someone say wake up call. So they found my videos, right? But they weren't ready to buy then. They joined my email list, and sometime throughout that year, they decided to purchase, right? So about $86,000 came from people that were on my email list. Now imagine if I would have built an email list, but I didn't have an email campaign. I didn't have an email marketing strategy. Do you see how much money I would have left on the table? Right? Someone say fire. Right? There are people out there that are like, oh, I'm making all this money doing reels. I don't know about you. Right? But I don't want to be doing 3 reels a day. I don't want to be doing 3 TikToks a day. That's just not the business I want to build. Y'all, I love knowing that I could be sitting on the couch, have an idea to send out to my list, and right from my phone, I can activate my email marketing system and fire off an email that can make me money. Like literally, we can run our businesses from our mobile devices once they are set up. You can do email marketing from your mobile phone. Right? So again, this is the smart way how to set your business up. So you're going to learn all about email marketing. Right? And we teach you email marketing in a variety of ways. We teach it to you specifically for our marketing system. We teach it to you in a very generic fashion so that you'll ever have this skill set. And we also teach it to you if you want to use StanStore. We teach you how to do email marketing specifically for StanStore. Y'all, fire. Like, I'm just saying, right? The next thing you're going to learn is content marketing, right? Content creation. All right. Oh, there was my thing. I knew I messed it up. All right. You're going to learn content creation. I messed up all my things. Oh, there we go. Okay. I pasted something earlier. Where did it go? I'm now seeing where it went. Anyone can do this. Someone type that in the live chat. Anyone can do this. I'm like, oh, that's where it went. Smack dab in the middle of my notes. All right. You're going to learn about content creation. All right. So I know people are like, I want to do YouTube. Believe it or not, content creation is a skill everyone needs to learn online because every bit of your money is going to come from the content that you create. You're going to grow your audience based upon the content that you create. All right. Videos is content. Facebook is content. Everything we consume online is content, right? So we have an entire online marketing section that's going to teach you everything that you need to learn about beginning to create content. All right. So you're going to learn all about content creation. All right. This is one of my favorite parts. All right. You're going to learn about all the platforms. Right? So you might be like, stop. I love what you do on YouTube, but I can't see myself doing that on YouTube. You don't have to. All right. Even though you're always going to hear me talk about YouTube, right? Like it is my jam. I'm all about YouTube, right? I am always studying and learning more about YouTube. However, if you're like, Steph, I'd rather learn Pinterest. Guess what? The training is there for you to learn Pinterest. If you want to learn TikTok, the training's there to learn TikTok. If you want to learn Instagram, the training's there to learn Instagram. If you want to learn Facebook, the training's there to learn Facebook. If you want to learn about search engine optimization, which everybody should, put an asterisk next to your notes. No matter what platform you choose, you want to learn about search engine optimization, because almost every piece of content we create now has the ability to be discovered on Google. Fire. Someone else say fire, right? I have people that say, I was searching for XYZ on Google and your video popped up. I'm like, yes. Right? I have my store, my digital product store. Guess what? It gets traffic from Google organically. Fire. So no matter what platform you choose, I'm going to encourage you to learn about search engine optimization, because you do want your content to be discovered in as many places as possible, especially Google, which happens to be the #1 search engine. Write this down. There's no better place to be than in front of someone that has just typed in a search query and then you pop up as the solution. I'm gonna say it again. There's no better place to be than in front of someone that typed in a search query and your content and beautiful face pops up in front of them. All right. So search engine optimization, you want to learn. If you want to learn blogging, guess what? It's there. I'm going to start. I've been saying this for a while, but I'm seriously, like, this year is my year to start a blog. I'm going to start a blog for my digital product store so that I can do Pinterest more effectively and have more content, right? To send from Pinterest to my blog, to send from Pinterest to my product pages, to send from Pinterest to my videos. Are you guys seeing why this is all important? Do you see that this is not about a course to sell a course? It's all of these skills that we get to pick up and we get to decide to use them in our business to make all of the money that we desire. Like, I am always showing my business off to my husband. I'm like, look at this, right? When my channel started blowing up, I say blowing up, that's just a little fun thing in my house, right? Months ago, right? That's got me here. Before I was here, I was like, oh, my channel's blowing up, right? It was a thing that I did. Now I'm like, oh, baby, look at my Pinterest, right? Look at my Pinterest account. I'm like always bragging on my business. Why? Because I'm so stinking proud that everyday people has access to this information to friggin' change their finances. Most people don't do anything with the information, though. Someone say, ouch. So many people get access to this information and they do nothing with it. And I'm speaking from experience, because I know I could have already have been here many years ago had I just done something with more of the information that I had at my fingertips. But I was always looking for, like, the easy, sleazy approach. What can I do that's fast? What can I just throw up there, right? And because my marketing style is pretty dope, I did make money. I made really, really good money, but it wasn't sustainable. With all that I'm doing now, I know for a fact I could have $1 million business had I done all of this years ago. Do you see why I go so hard to make sure more people are aware of what this information really means, what it can do for them, right? Why I talk about all that I'm doing with this information. I want to inspire you to not only get your hands on this training, right, but then dive in and do something with the information, because it is available for each and every one of us. We can grow empires, right, all around this web if we want to. All right, you're going to learn all about customer support as well, which is really important. Okay, if you want to build an empire, you don't want to build an empire based upon one-off sales, right? You want to build a business where you're building a base for continuous business. All right, you want to build a base for continuous business. All right. And so by implementing really strong customer support strategies, it'll help you, right? Make sure that your customers don't feel left behind, left out, right? And you'll start to build what I call community, so that your customers will come back and buy other things from you. And that is essentially what you want. That's what all businesses essentially want. All right, you guys, now we're going to move into, all right. Oh, I forgot I snuck in this little section right here. All right, how to give yourself a solid starting point. right? How to give yourself a solid starting point. Yes, Kimberly. So like my customer service is my mentorship. It's my hub. It's my office hours on Tuesdays. It's the training that I do, right? Every month. It's the extra stuff I did, like the training I did today. It's giving people the added opportunity to work with me one-on-one if they want to, right? For a smaller investment, if they want to, do that every once in a while. Like I make myself accessible and I set up very simple things that don't take anything away from me and that my people always know that I am there. There's not anyone that can say, I bought from you stuff and you disappeared. No, you disappeared. You disappeared because I'm always there on Tuesdays. All right. My mentorship hub is always open. I'm always adding stuff to it. I'm always in my training room once a month, right? Like I am always there. So like that's an example, like that's the way I choose to do customer service. All right. And that again, it helps me to help my people get the most out of this, learning experience for themselves as well. All right. So let me see if there's any questions before we dive into the next section. Faya. Lupe says, can we do it faceless or would we have to put ourselves in front of the camera? So you can learn faceless. This is how I feel about faceless. Learn digital marketing, learn the fundamentals of digital marketing because you can always take out your face if you don't want to. Now, let me ask you a question, Lupe, and you think about this. Who do you buy from? Who do you buy from? I always tell people, whoever you buy from, the reasons you buy, be that to your people. You know what I'm saying? So faceless for me, like my digital store on Pinterest is faceless. I'm not building it to be faceless. There's just no need for me to be a part of the brand, right? So I'm not doing videos for my store. So I'm choosing Pinterest, right? So if you do want to build faceless, I would say the best platform would be Pinterest, to be honest with you, because people go to Pinterest, right? Searching for things, right? Trying to discover things. It's a really great, like I'm already getting traffic to my store, right? From my Pinterest account. And my Pinterest account is like brand spanking new. All right. But yeah, that's the way that I would think about it. Veronica says, if you are interested in doing faceless marketing, you can. The training will teach you. Thank you so much, Veronica. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it's like when you're choosing your platform and whether or not to go faceless or not, faceless, y'all have been around for a long time. It's just, the thing that irks me about the whole faceless movement is it's just a commercial tactic to appeal to people that are like, oh, I'm shy. It's like they're trying to make space for people to like disappear and try to tell them like you can still make a lot of money. I just reverse engineer it and I just simply say, who do you buy from? Right? Like, why are you here watching me right now? Is it because you're like I like watch? Like, do I make you feel comfortable? What is it that I evoke in you? Where if you were to let's say you were going to buy from me, what would make you buy from me? You see what I'm saying? And so for me, one of my biggest strategies, write this down, when I was getting started, is that whenever I was inspired by someone, I would always ask myself, how can I be that to other people? So a lot of my marketing style is I adapted it from the people I would buy from, the people that inspired me, right? I'm like, I'm going to be that to other people, right? So it's so important. It's not just the marketing act, but it's how are we connecting with people to evoke a buying decision. Remember, feelings is the reason, is why people buy, right? Emotions is why people buy. So how do we create content that speaks to that connects with someone on that level, right? Where they feel safe and they feel confident to make a buying decision. Even with all that I do, from time to time, I do get emails from people that are just unsure because they're jaded, right? They've been around the block. They've experienced things. And for some people, I still have to answer a handful of questions. The majority of my buyers, they just pop up and buy. Right. So even as big of a face as I am in my business, there still are people, right, that are skeptical or feel a certain way. And so it's just, again, something to think about, when you're actually, deciding how you want to go about building your business. All right. Number 4. All right. Give yourself a solid starting point. All right. I'm just going to blow through these really quickly because they're really strong points. If you want to get to $10,000 a month faster, right, than the average person, this is how I'm going to suggest that you set your business up. One niche, one product, one system, right? One platform, and give yourself 1 year. All right. One niche, one product, one system, one platform, 1 year. Power of one. All right. And don't try to do a gazillion things or you'll run yourself ragged. If you can just hone in on the power of one. It's like I was shared this today during my mentorship drop. It's no wonder I'm experiencing $1,000 days, right? Day after day. Why? Because every day I'm selling the course. Every day that's my focus. Every video, that's my focus. Every live, that's my focus. Every email, that's my focus, right? I know where I want my money to come from. I know what I'm focused on. I focus on it daily. And guess what? That's where the results come from, right? So I have one platform, right? And again, don't get that confused with me telling you I'm learning Pinterest to build my store. I'm not new, right? Like I have an established business. I'm just running this baby up right now. If I was starting from scratch, I would not have what you see me talking about, right? So I focus on YouTube. I'm here on YouTube. I message on YouTube, right? Like my $1,000 days come from YouTube content, building one email list, talking to one niche of people, selling one product. All right. And then giving yourself that 1 year is so important. Even though you're going to give yourself more than 1 year, it's that you're not going to give yourself a stipulation of veering off if after 10 videos, you don't get the results that you want, right? You're not going to allow fear to be a factor. You're not going to allow yourself to get sidetracked because you feel like the results aren't happening fast enough. In my mentorship, I help you with this, all right, by focusing on the right things opposed to what everyone else focuses on. All right. Now let's talk about how to make money with all of this info. That's great that we can learn it, but I think it's really important to get solid on all of the ways that you actually can make money with this information. All right. Because like me, selling the course as your own is one way to make money with all of this. It's my chosen way, but there are other ways. And I think it's really important for people to understand that. So you understand this is not a course about selling a course. All right. So number one, you can take the skills and the foundation that you're learning in the course and you can sell anything that you want. So maybe you've written an ebook and you've been struggling with selling it. Maybe you have a bunch of digital products that you want to put up on Stan or you want to put up on Shopify, right? But you're like, well, once I get them set up, how am I going to sell them? Well, guess what? What you learn in this course, you can use to sell anything that you desire. All right. So important. All right, because these are real fundamental skills that you're learning. All right, there are people out there that are paying thousands of dollars to learn one simple platform. You can learn any platform you desire within our training and use that information to help you sell anything that you want. All right, no one can ever take away these skills. No one can ever take away this knowledge. You are in a position to forever be able to write your own check. All right. Number two, you can resell the knowledge through your services, right? You can resell the knowledge through services and offers. What does this mean, Steph? Well, when I was doing coaching and consulting, all right, what was I doing through my consulting and my consulting services? I was transferring my knowledge to other people. So as you begin to learn from these courses, right, from the actual roadmap and all the modules that are in it, like, let's say that you really hone your skill in a certain way. You can do consulting on email marketing. You can do consulting on establishing your vision. All right. That was my first consult that I set up when I got started, with coaching and consulting, right? Is I did clarity calls. I charged $100 at first, and then I, elevated that. And then I, finally found my spot at $300 an hour, and people were finding my content on YouTube, booking calls for $300. And I would help them find, clarity and offer the next steps for their business. So it's like the stuff that you're learning, it's not just applying it to your own business, but you can actually help other businesses or people in business, right? By offering consults, offering done for you services. So we talked about automation and funnels. Oh, guess what? Over the years, people have paid me thousands of dollars to set their websites up, thousands of dollars to set their marketing systems up, right? People still pay me within the roadmap to set their system up because they just don't want to. So because I have these skills Again, I can always write my own check. I never have to sit here worrying about somebody pulling any plug from me. I can write my own check and always come up with money-making opportunities because I have all of this knowledge. All right, you can do the same thing for yourself. Are you seeing why learning these things are so important? So important. All right, because it's bigger than just getting the course set up to resell it. This is about your long-term livelihood, right? It's being able to say it's 2030, right? It's the year 2030. And because I bought this course, right, from this girl called your girl Mrs Perez back in 2024, right? I'm making all of this money providing these services for local businesses. Or I have a whole consulting gig or a whole coaching business, or I created all of these digital products to serve this particular market. That's what this is about. So I've made money doing so many things. Writing emails, setting up marketing systems, setting up email marketing, almost every single thing in this course, right, that I've learned over the years, I've been able to make money by providing services to other people, right? So I know from experience, right, how important these things are. The third way that you can make money with this information is that as you begin to take action and you begin to establish like your own routines, your own flows, your own systems on doing things, you can actually create your own digital product or products based upon like your own journey, your own life, your own experience, right? So let's say you learn email marketing, and let's say, at the end of 2024, you're like, oh my gosh, like I made $100,000 just from my email list. Why not write an ebook? Why not decide to email your list and say, hey, next weekend, I'm going to do a workshop, right? I'm charging everybody $37. I'm going to do a workshop, and I'm going to walk you through how I earned $100,000 right through email marketing. Okay. And let's say 100 people buy that $37 workshop from you. Okay. You made $3,700 before you even go live with the workshop. Those people that bought will show up at the workshop to learn. You're going to teach them live. And now guess what you have? Now you have a training that you can sell 24/7, 365 as your own digital product. Not only did you make $3,700 before you did it, you got paid to do it. And now you have a digital product that you can continuously sell forever in your business or for as long as you want to. You can do that with any skills that you develop. Steph, how do you know that? Oh, because I've done it. Because I've done it over and over and over again. I have so many workshops that I've created over the years based upon real skills and real results that I've gotten for myself, and I've charged people to teach them these things. And that's the exact process that I follow, right? Sign up and pay me so I have proof that you actually want this information. And then I've made my thousands of dollars, and then I teach them live, and then I package that and I pop that on my store, and then I can sell it 24/7, 365. Okay, that's another way that you can learn this information, right? And write your own check based upon your knowledge, based upon your skills. Okay, and the fourth way is that you can resell the course as your own. That is what I do all day long. You can resell the course as your own. And within the course, within this training program, we actually walk you through getting the course set up. So you don't have to figure out how to sell it. We walk you through, right? How to actually set the entire thing up to sell it as your own. So by the time you're done with this course, you will have a product ready to begin selling to your niche, whether it's this course as your own, whether it's something else, or whether it's something else and this course. It's entirely up to you, right? But we make sure that you do get set up for online business success. It is a very actionable course. It's an actionable program, right? You're going to watch, pause, and do, right? Some modules you're just going to learn from, right? You'll gain clarity from, you'll get ideas from, right? And then some you'll be actually buckling down and you'll be putting together your systems. So you walk out of this, right, with real systems ready to begin making you money. All right. Someone that's in the course, say real talk. Let them know I'm telling the truth here. Right. And I feel like I can't even do it justice, even with what I share. Right. But this is a lot that you get for a $500 price tag. And again, you invest the $500 one time, and this is all knowledge. And when you begin to take action, you develop these skills. These are skills that no one can ever take away from you. Exactly why I've been able to write my own check over and over and over again, right, over the years, is because even before I was in this course, I spent my time developing all of these skills over the years, piecemealing my knowledge and my skill base together, right? I'm going to share this one story really quickly. When I was like brand new, I think this story is important. Like it will show you like how important this is. This was like 2008, I think. Yeah, and it wasn't long. I got started online in 2007. In 2008, I remember I woke up one day and I'm like, I need some more money. And I knew at that time that a lot of people were like really consumed with getting their blog set up. Like at that time, blogging was beginning to be really, really hot. Well, I learned WordPress. I learned how to set up a blog. I learned how to create headers. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to send an email out to my list. So ping, ping, ping. Point number one, I was building my email list right from the jump. So I had an email list that I could actually do this with. I sent an email out to my list and I said, hey, right, for the next, I think I said 10 people, but 20 people actually end up taking action, okay? I said, for 10 people, I'm willing to build your blog and create a header for your blog for $47. Now, don't get excited. There is no way in HE double hockey sticks would I do that for you today at $47. But this was 2008, right? I was still trying to build up my confidence too. Sent that email out. All right, I was like, okay, so, best case, I'll make $470. Gosh, I sent that email out and literally almost upon hitting send, the replies started hitting back. I can like show you receipts right in my email, right? They started replying immediately. Me. When it was all said and done, in less than 24 hours, I had about 20 people that paid me $47 to reserve their spot for me to set up their blog and create their header, right? So you're talking like $900 cash up front for me to do something that I had a skill to do, a knowledge to do, right? And that other people didn't know how to do for themselves. I wrote my own check. I created cash flow out of thin air just like that. On top of that, they needed hosting for their blog. And so I made the recommendation of who to get their hosting from because I knew how to use that hosting service. Yeah, come on. Like why are we making this so doggone hard? And so when they got the hosting service, guess what? That was additional affiliate income that I earned from the hosting company. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not new to this. I'm not new to this. I know how important these skills are and I know what they can do, right? For your bank account. When it's not even thinking outside of the box, but you just get resourceful, right? You just get resourceful. You guys, I saw in someone's comment, I think it was a comment on someone's video where they either purchased the course, or they purchased something else from the person, and they said, oh yeah, I just went out there and I did DoorDash for a couple of days to get the money. It's not about your resources. It's about your resourcefulness. It's always about your resourcefulness. But getting your hands on this information, right, again, will help you, right? Will help you be able to forever write your own check, all right, in so many different ways. All right. I love making money by selling the course as my own because I realize so many people need this information. Hence the way that I break it down to make sure people really, really understand what they have their hands on, not to sit on this, not to squander this. It is go time, y'all. It is go time. All right. The creator economy is predicted to be a $500 billion industry in the next 2 years. Right? Forbes is saying that digital marketing is like the smartest side gig that anyone could entertain right now because almost every business out there relies upon digital marketing, right, to grow and expand. Almost every business has some space online, whether it be email marketing, websites, whatever, right? Digital marketing is the space to be in. Okay. And when times get tough out there in the real world in various industries, guess where people come to decide to learn new skills? The internet. And a lot of these skills that people want to learn, right, are based around digital marketing, email marketing, internet marketing, online stuff. It is a fine time to get your booty positioned to be a mentor, to be a tour guide, to be someone, right, that can help other people get started in this way, whether you want to provide services or whether you want to sell them the information and the knowledge, right? The timing could not be better because you're literally hearing it right now. All you got to do is get decisive, right? Decide to dive in, decide to take action, and decide to see it through. That part right there loses so many people. All right, see it through. And my mentorship is in place to help you with the accountability factor of seeing it through. All right, so when you decide to get started, all right, you decide to purchase this course, the link is down below in the description if you want to check it out and you want to get started. All right, you're going to get my mentorship hub open 24/7, 365 with resources and tools. You get a copy of my funnel. You get my email marketing campaign. These are my things, not the roadmap. These are my things that I extend to my community only, right? So when you go to GoProWithSteph.com, I give you the opportunity to copy my funnel. I give you the opportunity to use and swipe my email campaign. I have additional resources. I give you a done-for-you digital product. For anyone that decides to get started tonight, get started and email me, right? And I'll let you pick any digital product from my personal store as your digital product of choice, because that's just how I'm feeling right now. All right, so you'll have an additional digital product that you get. And my digital products are amazing, right? They are amazing. So you can pop over to my store, tell me which one you want. I'll recommend which ones I think will be good for what you're doing. And you can, pick it and I'll give it to you for free. All right. And that's an instant income stream that you'll also have inside of your business. All right. So my hub has additional training, resources, right? And I'm always updating it, right, with more information to help people, right, learn what I know about the results that I'm getting in my business. Our online growth split that's in there is amazing. Replays are in there from, our monthly calls. When office hours are really, really great, I will add the recording back there as well. Like this past Tuesday's office hours is back there. You get weekly office hours. I think that is like the best thing. So every Tuesday, my Zoom room is open. All you got to do is pop in and you can ask questions, get guidance, get feedback, get supported. It's a way to know that you always have me there every single week and that you're not in this all by yourself. All right. So it's like whatever questions you have you have a place to turn up and get your questions answered, whether it's tech stuff, whether it's mindset stuff, whether it's clarity stuff, whether it's content, no matter what it is, business related, pop in there and I'm there to support you and help you work through it. Or you could just simply pop in and listen to what other people have going on and learn from, their questions. And then we also do a monthly hangout, which is a deep dive training. And then I open the floor for questions and that kind of thing as well, right? So you get that completely for free for a limited time. There will come a point in time, not far in the future, where you will have to pay additional for that mentorship if you're not already in. Right now, it's included for action takers, for those that can be decisive, for those that know what it is that they want and are willing to take action, right? And I'm telling you, in my opinion, my mentorship is worth more than the cost of the course, right? Because you really do get the X factor, you get the extra stuff, you get the accelerant, right? That really helps you take the foundational knowledge and really make this what you want to make it, all right? You get, and then, so to get started, all right, all you got to do is invest in the course. All right, so GoProWithSteph.com, down below in the description. You can pay with debit or credit card. You can pay with PayPal, right? And I also accept Afterpay and Klarna, and that allows you to split up your payments, get started now versus later, and be able to spread your payments out. You gain instant access to my mentorship. The only thing I ask is that once you sign up and you get my welcome email, hit me back and confirm your best email so I get your best email in my community communications. All right. And again, that gives you access to my digital profits mentorship hub. It gives you access to weekly office hours and it gives you access to ongoing training and support. All right. Kimberly. Yeah. So that was all emailed to you. Check your email for digital profits mentorship and just log in there. I think you might have already been in there. But yeah, I just call that my hub. So just check your email from that and you'll have access to that. It's already been sent to you for sure. All right, guys, if you guys have any questions at all, like I really hope that you are leaving better, right? I hope you see how, right? Based upon this information, you can decide to do your thing. You can decide to get all the information that you need. You no longer have to piecemeal your education together. You don't have to go out there, right, and figure out like how to put all of this together from all this free information, right? For a one-time investment of $500, right? It's nothing when you think about what you can do with this information. All right. You literally can decide to change like your entire bank account. And from that, you can decide to do whatever it is that you want to do or need to do for your own life. All right. But this is the blueprint. This is the plan. This is the way to get you on board to creating $10,000 months with digital marketing and also digital products. All right. Thank you so much, Veronica. Awesome. 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 And if you guys have any questions about getting started, first step, GoProWithSteph.com down below in the description. Click and go. All right. If you have any questions, hit reply on any email that you may have received from me. And again, when you get started tonight, all right, I'm going to send you over my digital product store, and you can choose any product you want from my store, right, as a bonus for getting started tonight. All right. You guys have a fantastic night. Stay inspired, stay empowered, take action. All right. Decide to ride this wave, right, or drown. Like that's where we're at right now. If you want to make money online, this is the time to ride the wave or drown in it, right? You're just not going to make money online without these digital marketing skills. All right. So again, I hope you guys are leaving better, right? Take action. I look so forward to seeing you inside of the community and ultimately celebrating your success. You guys have a fantastic night. Bye-bye.